the rules of writing, and that's what I want to share with you now so that you know how to get started. And the first rule of writing is don't write a book to make money. Now, I know some of you are already thinking, wait a minute, this is called the power of authority, how to increase my revenue, respect, and results. So obviously there is a benefit and you will make more money as a published author. But what rule number one really means is don't write a book just to make money in book sales. You will make money in book sales, but you're going to have to sell a lot of books depending on how much money you want to make. So really, you want to write a book to open opportunities for more money, not just for selling one book. And that is really critical because as a published author, you will have so many opportunities to have multiple revenue streams. You'll have opportunities to possibly speak, to do consulting, to do other products and services. Those are all opportunities to make more money for you, but you don't want to just lead with selling books. Think of writing a book as your business card. You want to write it so that opportunities are attracted to you, and that is the way to do it. So rule number one is don't write a book just to make money. Now, rule number two is very important. We're going to spend a little more time here because this is how you determine, well, what would you write about? So rule number two is picking a subject where you have both passion and experience. And let me explain. Your passion is so important. People sense if you're passionate about what you do. And if you are in business, hopefully you do love what you do. And so people are attracted to that and they want to know about it. But when it comes to writing a book, you also want to have passion. You don't want to write about something that you kind of like, but it doesn't excite you. People will know. And I say this a lot too. Be very careful what you write a book about because you will be talking about it for a long, long time. So you better be passionate about it. But it's not just about passion. You have to have a book where you have passion and experience. Now, experience can come in many, many different ways. You have professional experience, likely, but you also have personal experience. You have experience maybe being a father or a mother. Maybe you have experience traveling or starting a business. But you may also have experiences that you didn't want to experience, things like bankruptcy or divorce or abuse. Those are experiences people go through in life that nobody wants to have, but it's still part of your experiences. So passion and experience in and of itself are not the right topics for your book. Now at Bookbound, we do this exercise where we help you map this out. And I'm going to give you a shorter version of it, but essentially you're going to grab a sheet of paper and you're going to put a T-chart on that sheet. And on the left-hand side, you write the word passions. On the right-hand side, you write the word experiences. And starting only on passions, start listing everything you can think about that you are passionate about, that lights you up, that you get excited about. And don't think of this in terms of a book yet. Think of things like, are you passionate about children? Are you passionate about personal development? Are you passionate about traveling or cooking? Anything that gets you excited, put it on that left side of the T. And then now on the right side, after you've thought of all of your passions, focus on your experiences. And as I mentioned, experiences can be positive or they can be negative, but your experiences are your experiences and they have to go down. So think throughout your life, what have you experienced? What have you learned? What have you done that you have been able to share with somebody else? Maybe you are a teacher, or maybe you've been in management. Possibly you've written a book or are a speaker. And again, those not so fun experiences such as low self-esteem or other things that you went through, put them on your list. Nobody has to see this list but you, but it is really, really important because essentially that sheet of paper is who you are. You are a combination of your passions and your experiences. Now what we're trying to do is find the key of what we can take from those things to share with someone else to make an impact for them and also for your business. So this is where the fun part comes in. After you have both sides of the T filled out and you're looking at both sides of the list, this is where you try to find a connection. Literally draw a line from one side to the other, something you're passionate about and you have experience. Let me give you some of my own examples. So I am passionate about personal development. I began working for Zig Ziglar right out of college. I've had a foundation in personal development my whole life and I still love it. I'm passionate about it. That's on my list. I'm also passionate about my faith. I'm passionate about my family. And so I have lots of other passions. I love the beach, but those things are all on my left side. On the right side, I have experienced some incredible things. I have written a book. I am a speaker. I worked for Zig Ziglar. That's a big experience I put on that side of the list. But I'll be very honest with you. I also had experiences I didn't want, but I did it anyway. I had them anyway. And one of them was low self-esteem when I was very young. In elementary school, middle school, even into high school, I had a low self-esteem that really impacted the decisions that I made. Now, did I want to write that on my list? No, but it impacted who I am today. And here's why it's important. My intersection between my passion and my experience was my personal development. I'm passionate about it. My experience working for Zig, there's a connection there. But my experience of low self-esteem is a connection, because not only did I love personal development, I had to use it in order to pull me out of some tough times. So that passion and experience intersection is a great topic for a book. And in fact, that's what my first book was all about. Winning in Life Now, How to Break Through to a Happier You. So what is it that you can pull out of this exercise? This is so important. And the more time you spend in this exercise, not only will you have multiple book ideas in front of you, but you're going to also have a lot of clarity on who you are and what you have to offer. So that is really the most important part of rule number 2. Find a subject where you have both passion and experience. Now let's go into rule number 3. Now this is where I see the most authors fail. This is what stops them in their tracks. Because rule number 3 is start writing. I know that sounds kind of funny and maybe a little tongue-in-cheek, but the truth is many people who come to our events, they have clarity on their topic, they are passionate about their subject, they are motivated to write a book, but yet they don't do it. And the reason is so many things get into the way. Obviously, procrastination is a big thing. You know, we procrastinate usually on the things that matter most, the things that will bring us the most happiness, you know, the greatest peace, joy. Those are the things we tend to procrastinate on, don't we? But if you don't start writing, you're never going to get the benefits of what the power of authority is all about. So other reasons people get held back is fear. I mean, fear is a real thing. The fear of, what if I write a book and it's not any good? What if I fail? What if nobody reads it? What will people think? Well, those fears hold us in our tracks, really. And so you have to know what it is that's holding you back in order to overcome it. And if fear is what's holding you back and the reason you're not writing, then find a way to overcome it and just get moving. But don't let procrastination, fear, or distractions keep you from writing this book.